Trinidad and Tobago, boys and girls. So this picture would really show our national flag. We have fireworks in the background. So this picture, when I look at it, I think about Independence Day and how we celebrate being an independent nation, getting our own national flag and having our own national anthem, our own national pledge. All those things came about because we became an independent nation, and children, and because we are a republic, right? And that's why we celebrated Independence Day and Republic Day. So just a little reminder, we live in our country of Trinidad and Tobago. And here are our islands again, Trinidad and Tobago. All right. Now, last time I told you about our presidents. Well, one president in particular, two actually. The first president we ever had and our president today. But do you know that we have had many different presidents, and here they all are on your screen. Okay, so we'll talk about them a little bit so you will get to know who your presidents were. Okay, and if you remember this one where my arrow is pointing, he was our very own first president, our head of state, Sir Ellis Clark. Right? So he was the one who replaced the Queen. He became the head of our state, our very first president, Sir Ellis Clark. Now, after Sir Ellis Clark, we had President Nur Hassan Ali. That's this gentleman here, right next to him with the glasses. Right? President Nur Hassan Ali. And after President Nur Hassan Ali, we had President A.N.R. Robinson. Here he is, this one right here, A.N.R. Robinson. Okay, after A.N.R. Robinson, we had George Maxwell Richards. That's this one here, President George Maxwell Richards. And after George Maxwell Richards, we had Anthony Carmona. That's this one here, Anthony Carmona. And today we have, and you know her, she's right here. Oh, our first, by the way, before I call her name, you have to know this. She is our very first woman president. You see, all the others are gentlemen, and she is our very first woman president. We never had a woman as president before. So she is our very first woman, female president. And her name is Her Excellency Paula May Week. So that is our president. She is our president right now. Okay, right now in our country. So all of these persons are our past presidents. I don't expect you to remember all of their names, but at least you have seen, you know, all of them. You see their faces, and you know that we have had 6 presidents thus far in our country. All right, let's look at our prime ministers now. All right, so let's count and see how many prime ministers we had so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. 7 prime ministers we have had in our country. And let's call them by name now. So remember, we talked about our first prime minister ever, Dr. Eric Williams. Dr. Eric Williams. He was our first prime minister in our country, Trinidad and Tobago. Our second prime minister was Prime Minister George Chambers. George Chambers. Now, after Prime Minister George Chambers, we had A.N.R. Robinson. Now, you all may get a little confused, but you would say, but Miss, wasn't he also a president? Yes, he was also a president. Also, here he is in the presidents of Trinidad and Tobago. He was president. And He was president and also he was prime minister too. So he was the only person who was both a president and prime minister. Okay, so that's A.N.R. Robinson. A.N.R. Robinson. Next, we have Patrick Manning. He was another prime minister, right? Prime Minister Patrick Manning, right? And then after Patrick Manning, we had Basdeo Pandey. Here he is, right? This is the one with the white hair. They call him the silver fox because of his white hair, silver hair, right? So Basdeo Pandey. And we have, after Basdeo Pandey, we have Kamala Persad Bissessar. Now, something to note about Kamala Persad Bissessar, she also, just like when we think about Her Excellency Paula May Weeks, the only female president or woman president, guess what? We had one female or one woman being prime minister as well, and that's Kamala Persad Bissessar. So she was prime minister for a while too. And of course, who is our prime minister now? Dr. Keith Rowley. Dr. Keith Rowley. And here he is here. He's right here. And he is our prime minister right now. So children, all of these persons have served our country as prime ministers. Okay? So it's very important. Like I say, I don't expect you to remember all of their names, but at least know that there were many prime ministers in our country. Okay? And all of them had important roles to play in our country. They have done so much good for our country. Okay? Right. Now, you might find this is the fun part. Our national emblems. Now, last day we spoke about our national emblems, that when we became a republic, we got our own national flag, right? We got our own national instrument, the steel pan. We got our own national flower, the Chaconia flower. And here we see our national birds. We have the coquelicot and the scarlet ibis. We have the coat of arms. And these words here say national pledge. We got our own national pledge, and you say it every morning. And we have our own national anthem that we sing every day for assembly as well too. Okay, so let's talk. You all know a lot about this one. This is our national flag. And what is the colors of the national flag?
Red, white, and black.
White and black. And here you see it. Red, white, and black. And you know the different colors of the national flag have different meanings, right? So we say that red means fire, right? Black means earth, and white means water. So let's go over that again. Red means fire, okay? Black means earth, and white means water. All right, so those are what the colors of the national flag means. All right. And we know that we have two national birds. This one here is the red one. And do you all remember the name of one of the national birds, this red one?
Okay.
The next one, this one is the red one.
Scarlet
ibis. So always remember that the red one is the scarlet ibis, and this is our national bird. Right, and this one is the
coquelicot.
Very good. Right, the brown one is the coquelicot. All right, so those are two of our national birds. The scarlet ibis and the coquelicot. All right, everybody, scarlet ibis and coquelicot. And one last thing I want to show you, this beautiful flower that I am showing you here is our national flower, and it's called the Chaconia flower.
Yeah.
Right? The Chaconia flower. Right? So for today, we are just discussing those few national emblems because there are other things to talk about, like I mentioned before. So we have learned about the main things I wanted you to learn today was the colors of the national flag: red, white, and black. Red meaning fire, black meaning earth, and white meaning water. We learned about our national birds, a scarlet ibis and a coquelicot. And we learned that we have a national flower as well, the Chaconia flower. Right, and in our next lesson, we'll talk a bit about the coat of arms, our steel pan, which is our national instrument, and we'll talk a bit about the national pledge and national anthem.